everybody, and welcome to the Global Education and the UWA webinar. We are very excited to have you here this morning. I would like to introduce you to my colleague Mary, who has been working with global education for many years. So just a little bit of background about global education. We are the in-country representatives for UWA. So we will really guide you from application straight through to visa. We like to call ourselves the anxiety gatekeepers. So if parents and students have no idea how to even begin this exciting journey, we are your people. So we'll help find out what it is you want to study, what your interests are, what your passions are, and we will just help guide you through it all. I'm going to hand over to my colleague Mary this morning. Just a little bit of house rules. If you guys have any questions, I know it's a little bit early in South Africa this morning, but if you guys have any questions, please leave it in the Q&A box, and Mary and I will answer it a little later. All right, welcome, Mary.
Thank you, Maxine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Screen, and I think that will kick off.
Fantastic.
And I hope that I will also share my audio. If not, I'm sure that Maxine will let me know.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to enlarge it. So hopefully. Yes. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can you just make it the full screen, or is that not possible this morning?
I thought it was on full screen. Hang on. No. It's full screen on this one. Maybe I'll stop sharing and share another screen. Just give me one moment.
That's fine. Sorry for the technological issues this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just a recap about who global education is. So we are the in-country representatives for UWA. We have offices in Zimbabwe, Johannesburg, Durban, and Cape Town. So we will help you from application stage straight through to visa. We'll also help you find accommodation if you need accommodation as well.
Okay. Can you see the screen here?
That's perfect, yeah.
Okay, I'll just go back to the cover screen, the holding screen. So thank you, Maxine, for the lovely introduction, and thank you for inviting UWA to the Global Education Fair and webinar today to share with all of your future students about Western Australia, Perth, and in particular, the University of Western Australia. So I am Mary, as Maxine has said, and I am the International Relationships Manager at UWA, and I am here to assist our partner, Global Education, and you can come back to both Maxine and I with any questions you may have. So, welcome to UWA. Okay, so I'm going to go through why study in Perth in particular, because we have lots of African students here in Perth, and it is a favorite destination of many students from your part of the world, and also why study in Australia. Then I'm going to move on to an overview of the University of Western Australia and what bachelor's degrees that we offer. Also pathways, ELICOS studies, accommodation, and we have a whole smorgasbord of masters and postgraduate studies as well. But why Australia in the first place? Well, you may or may not know that we are the third most popular international student destination, and that is according to the University College of London's Centre for Global Higher Education. We might be a small country of 24.5 million people, but we're leaders in education. Australia is soon expected to overtake the UK sorry, where did that go? Sorry, I just something. Whoops. Just one moment. Stop share. Sorry, one moment. I just have to get my video back.
Not a problem.
Sorry.
So while we wait for Mary to get her video back up and running, we can all relate to that, I'm sure, especially after the past 2 years during COVID and virtual learning. Technical difficulties are the best. While we wait for Mary, would you guys like to put your questions in the chat box? Maybe you can tell us what curriculum you are doing, what school curriculum you are doing, and we can find out what the entry requirements are for your particular country and your high school leaving certificate. And if you can put in the subject that you would like to study at UWA or in general, that would also be great.
Okay. And let me, sorry, get back to you.
So global education works very closely with UWA, and I can personally tell you that upon submitting the application, usually the turnaround time to receive an offer is only about a month, which is fantastic. So well done, Mary and her international admissions team for that. That's, you know, you really are apart from the rest of the team in that regard.
Okay. Now, just see, I have two screens here. Okay. Are you on this? Can you see the screen? Third most popular?
Yes, I can see why Australia, yes.
Okay, sorry guys. We already knew that our cities were great places to live, our Australian cities, and study, but now it's official because according to the QS Best Student Cities of 2019, almost all of our Australian cities, including Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Canberra, Adelaide, and Perth, and Gold Coast, are in the world's top 100 cities, student cities. So Australia has 7 of the world's top 100 universities based on the QS World University Rankings in 2021, and this includes UWA. Importantly for our students coming back after COVID, yes, you can work part-time. So it is usually up to a maximum of 20 hours per week on an international student visa, But Maxine and the team at Global will tell you that currently, because of COVID-19 regulations, this actual working time is unlimited at the moment. So please keep a check on the Home Affairs website for updates on that. Right. Next one is Discover Perth and Western Australia. Well, I have had the immense pleasure of visiting your beautiful country and countries, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, a few more countries. There's still much more for me to explore. But it was really beautiful, and I can assure you that I would think that you would like to explore the beauty of Western Australia as well. So I'm joining you today from Perth, Western Australia, which is located on the west coast of Australia, and we are in Greenwich Mean Time +8 time zone. I think you are about 5 hours it's in the morning with you. I know this because I've recently visited my homeland in Ireland, and we were pretty much on the same time zone while I was visiting there. Perth has a population of 2.1 million people, and it is a very affordable place to live, which is good news for all of us who are looking at budgets carefully coming out of the global pandemic. We have the lowest accommodation cost of any Australian capital city, and the lowest cost of living in a major Australian capital city as well. So this all adds up to make Perth a very easy place to live. Pictured on your screen here, you will see some photos from Perth and our surrounding areas, including a recent photo that I took of my local beach. So we are known for our beautiful beaches, and as a safe and friendly city, ranked as the 6th most livable city in the world. We love to be outdoors, whether it is surfing, hiking, or having a delicious meal outside, enjoying the sunshine. So pictured is one of many of our outdoor markets, and this one is one of our sunset. We are the sunniest capital city in Australia, with over 8 hours of sunshine per day, and we're home to some unique Australian animals, such as this cute quokka, pictured here next to, yes, he is Hollywood star from Thor, Australia's own Chris Hemsworth. And quokkas are only found on Rottnest Island, which is here in WA. Moving along. Yes. Perth, a city of opportunity. So this is what you want to hear, especially in times like post-pandemic that we're all trying to emerge out of. Perth has very strong economic growth, 3.5% average in the past 10 years. It is the nearest city to Asia, the Middle East, yes, you in Africa, and Europe. So we're in the same time zone as approximately 60% of the world's population, plus or minus 2 hours. And this is a great advantage because you can stay connected to home and stay in touch with family and friends. In addition to this, Perth is indeed a growing city. And generally, where there's growth, there is opportunity. As I mentioned, we have a population of 2.1 million, but this has doubled over the last 40 years, and it is predicted to grow past 3 million people by the year 2030. We have a robust economy in Perth, partly because of the population growth, but also partly because we have a very strong natural resources sector in WA. And that, of course, links us to our friends on the continent of Africa. One very positive result from both the population growth and the strong economy is higher than average wages. In fact, the average annual income in WA is about 8% above the Australian national average, which includes the likes of Melbourne and Sydney. This is great news for you, graduates wanting to come and work in Perth. Perth is, as I mentioned, a very affordable place to live with the lowest accommodation cost of any Australian city and the lowest cost of living as well. It is safe, friendly, and welcoming, and ranked number 6 in the world most livable city. So you can see there an image of Elizabeth Quay, which is our new waterfront development in Perth, waiting to welcome you. Now, Perth is also a great place to study because we have got extra benefits of 40% discount on buses and trains as an international student. If you take a bus, train, or ferry, I will pay full fee and you will get automatically a 40% discount as an international student. And we also have free buses in the city centre and from UWA to Perth CBD, the Central Business District in Perth City. Music to your ears is that we have 3 years temporary graduate visa, a subclass 485 visa. It is a visa you can speak to your agent about. It's called PSW stream, post-study work stream. This is for undergraduates and 4 years for master by coursework graduates. So 3 years for undergrad, 4 years for master's graduates. So this is a great opportunity. And this is because Perth is a regional, it has a regional category. Tuition fees are waived for children of master's and PhD students for schooling. And it has the most diverse student population of any Australian city. Okay. Next one, UWA itself, the university, has got a very strong, enduring reputation. We are ranked number 93 in the world, according to QS 2022. We have award-winning teachers, more than 4,500 global industry partners, which makes us very strong and gives opportunity to our students to do work integrated learning and internships with us. And we are number 1 in West Australia for graduate employability. So in terms of the university itself, it is one of 5 universities in Perth. It is the oldest institution here, being established over 100 years ago. It is the only university in WA to be ranked in the top 100 in the world. So UWA is a member of the Group of 8 Australia. What is a Group of 8? Well, it is a coalition or a group of the best research-intensive universities in Australia. This is reflected in terms of excellent quality of teaching that you will receive as a student. If you still don't understand what is a Group of 8, remember, if you want to go to the US, you will look for a top university, you will look for an Ivy League, right? If you want to go to UK, you will look for a Red Brick or Russell Group, like Cambridge or Oxford. Ivy League is like Stanford, Harvard, Yale. So in Australia, it's called Group of 8. And there are 8 universities in the top 100, and UWA is the only university in Western Australia in that group. Next one. Ooh, Here's a photograph of our gorgeous campus that I do hope you have the opportunity to come and visit us in. It's pictured on your screen, our main Crawley campus, we call it, the UWA campus. And it sits between this huge park up here, Kings Park. Little known fact about Kings Park is that Kings Park in Perth is bigger than Central Park in New York City. And it is between Kings Park and the beautiful Matilda Bay. So you can see Matilda Bay Yacht Club here, and here is the UWA campus. So it is a stunning campus. It is huge in terms of its plant, botanical life, and also its amazing buildings and architecture. In fact, if you come to Perth and you Google 10 most exciting things to do in Perth, one of them will be to visit UWA campus, not just as a student, but as a visitor, because of its stunning location. We have weddings photographed on campus all of the time, and when you visit, you will see why. There are cafes and classrooms that overlook the river on the edge of the campus. It is gorgeous. It is incredibly easy to find the campus from the city centre, which you can see up here, the Perth CBD and Elizabeth Quay. So it is just a 12-minute drive to the train station, and the number 950 bus goes directly to UWA every few minutes from the train station. If you go the other way, out this way, you will end up at the beach. If you go down Stirling Highway, you get to Cottesloe Beach, which is just 10 minutes drive. And just across from the campus here on this main road is UWA College Row, which houses 5 residential colleges and our stunning UWA Health Campus, for which UWA is very famous. So you can see number 1, a photo, an aerial shot of the health campus. Number 2 is our iconic building, Winthrop Hall, a beautiful sandstone building where you will either do your exams or have your graduation from. A new space is called E-Zone in our engineering department, and that is for all students, and it is a state-of-the-art new facility. Number 4 is the Bayless Building in Science and Molecular Science. And last but not least, down here at the bottom of the campus is our UWA Business School, which houses the biggest trading room in the Southern Hemisphere. Okay. Next. Our courses explained. Okay, so when you choose your degree, you can either do an undergraduate or a postgraduate. So for the undergraduates, we have different types of degrees called comprehensive degrees, specialized degrees, and then we also have a new combined bachelor's, like you do 2 bachelors together, or finally integrated honors degrees, which are 4-year degrees. We also have got postgraduate pathways, being assured pathway. An assured pathway, for example, if you want to do medicine or one of our professional degrees, you could try for an assured pathway, which is higher entry requirements, but you get a packaged offer into the undergraduate, packaged up with the postgraduate together. Or another pathway to postgraduate is a combined bachelor and master's degree, which is new in 2022. These are 4-year accelerated bachelor and master degree. You can graduate with 2 degrees in a shorter duration. Then also we have postgraduate, whether you want to do a graduate certificate, a graduate diploma, most popular, of course, master's degree, or micro credentials, which are short stackable courses. And then if you're interested in research or higher degree by research, we have got master's degree, research only, or doctorates, but we have got combined research and coursework and combined PhD and professional master's degrees. Okay, so the comprehensive degree. Move on. Okay. On your screen, you can see the undergraduate. We've got comprehensive degrees and then specialized degrees. What is the difference? Well, the comprehensive degree, you can design your own course with our comprehensive bachelor's degrees. You can choose one or two majors from a wide range, and then you can add electives and or a minor to suit your own interests and career goals. You can explore your interests here with the flexibility to change your mind. You can choose your major, and when you enroll, and if you like, you can change during your degree. If you can, that's possible to do that because it's very flexible. So is this comprehensive degree for you? Well, pair your passion. You can choose a second major or a minor or an elective from almost any study areas. So here are the study areas that we have: arts, biomedical science, business, commerce, environmental design, which is like architecture, philosophy, and of course our Bachelor of Science. So you can create a course that is unique to you with a comprehensive degree, and you can gain transferable skills that employers seek, and you can prepare for careers of the future by choosing a comprehensive degree. What then is a specialized degree? Well, I guess as the name indicates, it has a special focus. So you can prepare for a specialized degree, prepare for your dream career with this specialized degree. You will take an extended major. So obviously you're passionate about engineering, for example. And you can have a carefully designed study plan to give you in-depth knowledge of your chosen career or profession. It's not so broad and flexible as the comprehensive degree. You can complement this with a minor or electives from almost any study area. So basically within our degree structure, you can choose two majors. With a comprehensive one, you probably would choose two different majors. But with a specialized degree, you would do a double major in your passion, be it chemistry, agribusiness, or engineering. So that is the difference, and the specialized degrees are listed here for you. So moving along to the next one, the combined degrees that I mentioned. These combined degrees and also the integrated honors degrees are all new in 2022. So combined degrees is where you do 2 degrees. Mostly they will take 4 years, except for the first 2 listed there, the Bachelor of Engineering, which itself is 4 years honors. When you combine that with a Bachelor of Commerce and or a Bachelor of Science, they will actually take you 5 years. In fact, the one Bachelor of Commerce will probably take you 5 to 5.5 years, but it's still pretty good because Bachelor of Engineering on its own is 4 years, Bachelor of Commerce on its own is 3 years, so it's 7 years reduced down to 5 or 5.5. Same with Bachelor of Engineering, 4 years, and Bachelor of Science, 7 years is reduced to 5 years. So it's saving you 2 years by doing a combined bachelor degree. Other options are Psych and Arts or Psych and Commerce, Environmental Science and Science, Environmental Science and Commerce, Arts, Agricultural Science with Arts, Science or Commerce, and Agribusiness with a Bachelor of Science. These can all be packaged up and accomplished and completed within 4 years. Other 4-year options are the Integrated Honors programs, of which we have 3 of them in 2022. So first up is the Bachelor of Advanced Computer Science, 4-year honors program, and return in 2022 of our Bachelor of Engineering Honors undergraduate program by popular demand. And last but not least, our Bachelor of Philosophy Honors. Okay, so you can pursue your passion and maximize your career options with our combined bachelor's degree. You'll complete 2 degrees in normally just 4 years, 1 comprehensive where you'll choose a major and a wide range of options, and 1 specialized degree where you'll take a defined study path. So you can get the best of both worlds, enjoy the advantages of comprehensive and specialized degrees, complete 2 undergraduate degrees in a shorter time than doing them separately, graduate with 2 qualifications and maximize your job prospects. And if you decide either degree isn't right for you, you can exit one and just complete the other one. For the integrated honors, you can pursue an advanced course. This is for high achieving students with our integrated honors. It's a 4-year course. It includes advanced coursework and a major research or creative project in your final year. Next one. After that, choosing our postgraduates explained. So as I mentioned earlier, we have got assured pathways. These are, you can have the undergraduate plus the postgraduate together as a packaged offer. They all have higher entry requirements, which I can share with you, that are in our new course guide 2022 to 2023. But the assured pathways are for all of these professional degrees listed on your screen: dentistry, medicine, podiatric medicine, the JD, architecture and landscape architecture, pharmacy, public health, Master of Teaching, which is both primary and secondary, and translation studies. New in 2022, as well as the combined bachelor's we mentioned earlier, 2 bachelor's degrees, we have a combined bachelor and master's. We're calling these CBMs, combined bachelor and master's. So listed on screen are your options for these 4-year degrees. You can have a Bachelor of Marine Science together with Marine Biology, or Master of Environmental Science, or Bachelor of Molecular Science together with Master of Bioinformatics, or choose Master of Biomedical Science. Third option, Master of Biotech. And finally, you can do a combined Bachelor of Science together with a Master of Teaching, secondary education. Okay, so how do you choose what to study? Well, at UWA, we know it's difficult, especially everything's so flexible. So what we have done is that we have divided our study program into study areas. So it allows you to choose units from any faculty except in the areas of dentistry and medicine. They are just allowed within their own faculty. But you can choose from various study areas to create a unique program for you. And you can see the study areas are architecture, design and planning, health and biomed, business and commerce, humanities, law, data and computer science, education, physical science and maths, engineering, agriculture, music, and fine arts. So we have grouped our courses into these study areas. Okay, next one. So this is our Bachelor of Advanced Computer Science, which I mentioned earlier. So who is interested in this? Well, students who get a high ATAR of 92 or equivalent. It has 2 intakes per year, semester 1 starting in February, and July is semester 2. It's a 4-year degree, and the tuition fees are 40,100. They may be slightly edited, yes, in the new course guide, which I will share with you. And we also, remember, have scholarships for all of our high-performing students. If you're interested in a career as a management consultant, AI or cybersecurity specialist, data scientist, data architect, or software developer, this could be the program for you, with majors available in AI, computing and data science, and international cybersecurity, which is a hot topic these days. Prereqs are English language competence and maths method for the ATAR or equivalent. Next one is our Bachelor of Arts. So I won't read all of these majors, but you can screenshot it, and everything is in our guide. If you want to be a politician, an ambassador, an author, journalist, anthropologist, historian, policy advisor, teacher, or entrepreneur, the ATAR is 75 or equivalent, 3 years, and these are all of the majors available. Some of the majors. There are 31 majors available, and here is English, but we have Korean studies, we have Spanish, Chinese, Indonesian. I think we have 12 languages. Biomedical Science. This degree is very special at UWA, and it's got an ATAR of 80 or equivalent, and it provides you with a whole range of majors, as you can see here on our course. Anatomy and human biology, biochem, exercise and health, genetics, humanities and health and medicine, integrated medical sciences and clinical practice has got an asterisk. What does that mean? Go down and you can see this major is only available to a student on a direct pathway. A direct pathway is also called an assured pathway. So it's a package offer to medicine, Doctor of Medicine. So you can only apply to do this major if you are enrolled in the Doctor of Medicine program. And then medical sciences major also has an asterisk, and this you are required to have an ATAR of 94 or equivalent to actually join this major, whereas the ATAR to get into the Bachelor of Biomedical is 80. But if you have a higher one, you can choose medical sciences. Other majors are microbiology and immunology, neuroscience path and lab medicine, pharmacology, physiology, and population health. Let me go down. Bachelor of Business, new in 2022, and I'm pleased to see our Dr. Andrew Williams here because he is teaching and learning director in the UWA Business School. He loves this program. It is new this year, Bachelor of Business with an ATAR of 75, 2 intakes, 3-year program. Majors available, there are 3: business management, enterprise and innovation, and global business. And Dr. Williams' daughter is actually enrolled in first year last year, and she's majoring in enterprise and innovation, and she tells me that she loves it. Second majors could include accounting, Communication and Media Studies, Management, Marketing, Psychology, and Society. So, Bachelor of Commerce is the old established favorite at UWA, also in the business school, minimum ATAR of 80 or equivalent. We have 8 majors, as you can see on screen: accounting, business law, econs, finance, HRM, management, and marketing. And you can combine 2 of these, or you can do a second major: communication and media studies, data science, choose a language. We have 12, psych and society. So new in 2022, you will notice that I keep saying that there are lots of new things in 2022. You have Bachelor of Engineering Honors, and the majors are Automation and Robotics Engineering, which is also known as Mechatronics, Biomedical, Chemical, Civil, Electrical, Environmental, Mechanical, Mining, which is very popular in your part of the world, and Software Engineering. So the prerequisites are maths method and maths specialists, so that they're the higher degree of maths, chemistry, and physics. So note, all 4 prereq subjects are recommended. If you do not have all 4 subjects, you will need to do some extra units in your first year, like bridging units. So this may mean taking some additional units to meet the course requirements. But the amazing thing about this new degree is the work experience that is provided to you at UWA. And as part of your study, you will complete a 12-week practicum and a professional development experience. So this will give you opportunity to put your theory into practice, and also to get yourself out there, get some work experience, some hands-on experience, and most importantly, to do some networking, which will give you a link to job opportunities in the future for when you graduate. So we also have a combined Bachelor of Engineering with Commerce, as I mentioned before, and also with Science. Now, these may take you 5.5 years. The Commerce one, the one with Science, I think will take 5 years. So you need a minimum ATAR of 88 to enroll in the combined engineering with either Commerce or Science. And the prereqs are the same, and same if you don't have all of the prereqs, you may have to undertake some preparation units. Okay, our Bachelor of Environmental Design has got an ATAR equivalent of 75, and this is a 3-year program. So this is really our undergraduate architecture program at UWA. So career opportunities are, if you would like to become an architect or a landscape architect, conservationist, urban designer, or an environmental consultant. And postgraduate study may be required and are available at UWA. The majors that are available, you can do architecture itself as a double major, or you can do architecture plus environmental geography and planning, or landscape architecture. So the important thing about this is its accreditation, which is really important, and students who complete the architecture double major at a sufficiently high level may proceed into the Master of Architecture, which is also called March by coursework. The March is accredited by the Architects Board in each state and territory in Australia, and it is recognised by a number of international accreditation bodies as well. We're coming near the end. Our Bachelor of Music, for all of the creative people out there, it's a minimum of 75 ATAR, and it can be 3 to 4 years. So if you're a budding performer, composer, DJ, creative artist, music administrator, academic, music teacher, or psychologist, this could be the opportunity awaiting you. So you can do a double major in music, and there are different streams available, and each stream has a different entry requirement. So the first one is performance or musicology stream. So you have to have a practical requirement, an AMEB grade of 7, and an audition and a strong background in theory. For the composition, you need AMEB grade 5, audition, theory, and portfolio, this one. And for the creative music technology stream, you need AMEB grade of 4, background in music theory, and a portfolio as well. Coming last but not least is our Bachelor of BPhil Honors, and the majors available. You can study a major from any of UWA's bachelor degrees to do a BPhil Honors. This is an integrated honors degree with research embedded throughout the 4-year course. You have to have a very high ATAR score, 98 or equivalent, and it takes 4 years. But why would you study this? This is for all of you future researchers. You can develop high-level research and communication skills with our BPhil Honors. It includes a scholarship supported to study, which supports your study abroad experience, academic and research mentoring, professional skills development, and on-campus residential experience prior to your first semester. New in 2022 is Bachelor of, we call it PPE because the real name is too long, Philosophy, Politics, and Economics. That is for future diplomats, economic or political journalists, or policy advisors. Again, high ATAR 90 or equivalent, and it is 3 years with 2 intakes. Why would you study Bachelor of PPE? Well, you can study all 3 disciplines of philosophy, politics, and economics with leading experts in their respective fields right here at UWA. It's specially designed units of study addressing social, political, and economic issues, which are very much at the fore right now. And you can develop invaluable critical thinking and analytical skills, and hopefully lead you to be a future leader. Okay. Bachelor of Science is probably our biggest bachelor degree. I'm just trying to follow where I am on the other side here. And it is, yes, you can have many, many varied careers, as you can see there on screen, everything right up to an astronomer, right? We have 40 majors available. Agribusiness and agriculture is very strong at UWA. It's very important in the world today. Anatomy and human biology, biochem and nutrition, chemistry, engineering science, exercise health, marine biology, and we are right here strategically placed on a beautiful, wonderful coastline for all the marine biologists. You have your outdoor lab right there next door to UWA. Physics, psychology as a double major, sports science, and wildlife conservation. Next. Okay. Then I mentioned to you that in 2022, we have another option. It's an accelerated option, 4-year program for high achieving students, combined bachelor plus master's degree. How does that work? Well, we've packaged it up. For the first 3 years, you will complete a double major in your chosen discipline. For example, computer science. And 1 semester, so your last semester of your 3rd year, would be a more advanced study program. So this is where you start to take your postgraduate subjects in your final year. This leads into the final year at postgraduate level. So on completion of this 4-year program, you will be awarded both a full, number 1, a bachelor's degree, plus a full, number 2, master's degree. If you get on to the 4th year and you're deciding that you're not enjoying the postgraduate study, you can exit after the 3 years and with your bachelor degree, but it will be an advanced bachelor degree. And this is only available as an exit award when you are leaving the program. Okay, so here's just a sample study plan. How would that work? So in first year, each year has 2 semesters, February and July. And each semester you would do 4 units. So 8 units per year and 24 units over your 3 years. And then we've got majors in green. Then we've got bridging units or broadening units, which are free choice units. Second major in blue. And then you've got also 4 free elective units that you can choose during your 3 years. So this is where you can choose a minor by choosing those in the same area. So let's go on. So this student is going to do a major. The first year major will be in anatomy and human biology, for example. And then their second major will be communication media studies. So there it is, anatomy and human biology and communication and media studies. So we've gone on and they have decided that they want to do bridging or broadening units. They're doing 2 maths units and 2 Korean units. Why not? And over here as electives, they're doing, I should know what these codes are. This one is service learning. It's like a work integrated learning unit, publishing and social sciences. This is just a sample plan. So these are the academic requirements for all of these programs I have mentioned before. So the Bachelor of Advanced Computer Science is 4 years, ATAR or equivalent is 92, IB 32, A-levels 13, AP 13, SATs 1290 and the ACT. These are the international qualifications. Your specific country educations, if not there, are all in our course guides, or I can provide you with those, or your agent will happily provide you with those as well. For the Bachelor of Arts, Business, Environmental Design, Music, and Bachelor of Science, these are all 3 years with entry requirements here, 75, IB 24, A-level 8, AP 7, 1130 for SATs, and 23 is ACT. For Biomedical Science, Commerce, and Engineering Honors, it's 80, etc. So you don't need to remember this. You can just take a screenshot. And for Bachelor of Engineering with Commerce or Science, as I mentioned, it's either 5 or 5.5 years for the Commerce one. And here are the entry requirements. For BPhil, 4 years, highest entry requirement, 98, 38, 15, 1440 and 31. And for the BPPE, it is 90. So the highest requirement is the BPhil, and the lowest requirement is arts, business, environmental design, science, and music. Okay. English language requirements, they are readily available, but for most programs and for most of you, it would be, if not through your diploma or your A-levels or your SATs or advanced placement, you can either have IELTS, academic track only, overall minimum score of 6.5 with no band less than 6, and it must include academic reading and writing manuals. Same for the internet-based TOEFL, overall score of 82 with a minimum of 22 in writing, 18 reading, 20 in speaking and listening. IB diploma, you can have English A1 at standard level 4 or higher level 3, A2, 4 or higher level 3, English B at higher levels score 5, or English A literature at standard level, minimum score of 4 or higher level 3, and literature and performance at standard level, minimum 4. A levels, minimum grade E in English, English Lit or English language and literature. For the advanced placement, a grade of 3. For SATs, evidence-based reading and writing section, a mark or a grade of 600, and for ACT English section, the mark or grade of 25. And you can find them all here. So, bridging course requirements. We do have a Centre for English Language Teaching at UWA. So I will just leave that with you, and you can contact me or contact Marina at Global if you need any English course. But next thing to sign off on is, I'm just checking the time, the postgraduate coursework. So we have got what you would probably be most interested in here is the master's, which is 1.5 to 2 years. And we also have coursework, and you have to have a weighted average mark usually of 60 and English language of 6.5. And we also have higher degree by research. And you need English competency for that and also research experience. Right, I'll just rush ahead with this because I know it's a very important question. Have you got any scholarship? Yes, we do for both undergrad and postgrad, and it is to the value of over 4 years, $48,000 if you get it for 4 years. So these Global Excellence Scholarships are for the 8R score or A-level IB SAT scores you can see on screen there. I've already shared with you the entry, so they're slightly higher than the entry into each course. If you achieve a higher score, you can earn a scholarship of either starting with 5,000 Australian dollars per year for IB of 30, for example. If you have IB of 33, you can earn a scholarship of 7,000 Australian dollars per year. So if you're doing a 3-year degree, it's 21,000 total value. If you're doing a 4-year engineering degree, it would be 28,000. 9,000 if you have an IB of 38, and if you are a really top performing student with an IB diploma score of 40, you can win yourself or earn yourself a scholarship worth $12,000 per year. So to be eligible for this scholarship, you just must apply for any eligible undergraduate, bachelor degree, or assured pathway, except for exclusions. There is no scholarship, sorry guys, for our pathway to medicine, pharmacy, or dental medicine. This is because these courses are quota restricted and highly sought after. But for all of our other courses, you are eligible for this scholarship that you can see in front of you. For those of you who are interested in postgraduate, I mentioned earlier that you need a WAM of 60 to 65 for most of our UWA postgraduate courses, but if you have a higher WAM, for example, 70 to 75, you can earn $5,000 per year. With postgraduate, they are usually 2 years in duration, so it would be worth 10,000 in total. If you have 75 plus, you can earn 7,000, 80 plus, 9,000, and if you are a real smarty pants and you have got a WAM of 85 plus, then you are eligible for $12,000 Australian dollars per year to eligible applicants. Assured pathway, you will need to do a Bachelor of Biomedical Science and choose this major, Integrated Medical Sciences and Clinical Practices, and go on to your Doctor of Medicine. Okay, so I will just scan through this because this one needs special attention, and I will be able to talk to you individually, or your agent can put you in touch if you need, if you have any questions about our assured pathway into the Doctor of Medicine. But applications are now open and close in July for the Doctor of Medicine for 2023. Here we go. And you will need academic entry requirements. You need to do an ISAT test, English competency, and an interview. Right. Accommodation. I mentioned College Row, and we have 5 residential colleges right across the road. Here they all are. Here's the highway, and here's UWA, and you just walk on under the highway. There's an underpass. So you can see on the screen the weekly fee for each of those, and the standard fee per year, and the size of colleges, with University Hall being the biggest. Off campus, we have a couple of options: Campus Perth and the Student Housing Company. These are newly built accommodations in Perth City, and these are what the facilities these include. We also offer very much academic support at UWA with our academic skills advisors, our workshop, and after hours study help. We have an Employability in Industry award, career mentor link, UWA Careers Centre, and work integrated learning, where each course you do at UWA, you can do a unit and you can get credit towards your study. And you can do placements and internships or industry projects. We are very, very sociable with over 160 clubs for you to join, 1,200 events. That's 1,000 every month. And that's why we are #1 for on-campus events in Australia. Keep active with WA Sport. Yes, we have an elite student athlete program, and we have competitive and also social sports. And we have facilities such as gym, fitness center, pool, and classes. So thank you for listening. Sorry for all of the information, but I'm happy to share this with you and with Global. And thank you for joining UWA today.
Thank you so much, Mary. That was so informative. Thank you so much. We've had a couple of questions through your presentation, if you're okay answering them for us.
Yes.
So question number 1 is, how exactly does a student go about pursuing the potential of a PhD? How does UWA prefer it? Do students have to link up with the supervisor first and then do the application? How does the university prefer it?
We actually have got a higher degree by research flyer, which I will send to you, Maxine, and it's got all of this. There is an email address. It's a separate admissions to the other UG and PG admissions, and there's one email address, and the students will email that address at the Graduate Research School, and they will just email to that one address, and then somebody from the Graduate Research School will get back to them with an EOI and help them with a supervisor and all of that. So I will send you the HDR flyer, the application.
Fantastic. So the student that asked that question, if you could kindly email info global at globaleducation.co.za, we will then put you in contact with UWA.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple of other questions, Mary. One is, do you accept the South African schooling curriculum? So the IEB and the NSC, is that something that the university considers?
IEB and NSC. Well, to be honest, I have only been looking after this South African market for 3 months now. So
welcome.
I will have to get back to you on that one.
Not a problem.
And I will get back to Francine. So it's IAB and NSC, the National
Senior Certificate. Yes. And then our student Clement has asked another question. So if she would like to apply for 2023 entry, when is it advisable to start applications in 2022?
You can start at any time. Obviously, the priority for admissions is that they will give priority to semester 2 applications. So if you apply now and you're applying for 2023, the admissions will prioritize all applications for semester 2 2022 at the moment. However, that doesn't mean to say you should wait. If you're happy to apply, you can apply at any time, and just check with your agent, check with Global, because they are our representatives in the market, and they are very, very thorough with helping you to apply to UWA. That's a service that they provide, and they're very efficient. They can check for you what documents so that everything goes smoothly. And Maxine will know that anything that they apply for, she can always contact me at any time if there's any issue with admissions. So applying through the agent is my recommendation.
Thank you so much, Mary. And then just in closing, Australia was quite strict about their COVID-19 restrictions, and especially with the borders being closed. Students are seeing a little bit of a surge with the Australian COVID numbers at the moment, just because, you know, borders have opened and life has gone back to as normal as it can ever be. Just in a brief synopsis, how is the university keeping students safe on campus? Are there mask mandates? Are there sanitizers? Just very briefly, how you guys are operating under the current.
There are huge mandates, and in fact, at the moment for this month, right today, I am working from home. We are divided into 2 teams because of the social distancing, because of the 1.5 meter distancing. So we've been asked to work from home every second week until the end of March, because it's expected to peak. When you say Australia has been very strict, that is true, but in particular, Western Australia, we were calling it Fortress WA because we were locked out we were locked in, sorry. Nobody else could come in for 2.5 years. And then we were very disappointed, and so were our agents and our prospective students, because the Premier announced that he was going to open the borders on the 5th of February, and then he did a backflip and didn't open until March. So that, of course, was hugely stressful for us at the university and for our students who were all prepared to come. But I myself travelled out of Perth during that time back to Ireland, as I mentioned. And I must say, when I left in the 2nd of February, they said when I came back as a resident, I would have to quarantine for 1 week in a hotel and 1 week at home. But while I was overseas, things were easing up. So they did away with the quarantine in the hotel. And then a week or two later, they did away with the quarantine at home. So I was able to come back. The only thing I had to fight for was a new ticket, because I was now, my ticket from Singapore to Perth was cancelled. And then I had to apply for a new ticket, and I'm in competition with all of my students. But I did manage to get a ticket back, and the pricing was the same. So I think that for students who are looking at this now, you are not the guinea pig. The guinea pig is the student who just came in semester 1. So we still have got online learning available because some students were coming in later, which is usually not allowed, but they were allowed because of the visa problems and getting flights and everything to start later, and they could start online. So I think that we'll have to look at the benefits of what COVID has provided to us, which is it has provided another layer of learning and support, online learning.
Adaptability, yes. That's what it's shown us all. Yeah.
And that will continue to be there as an extra layer of support to our future. So we'll have a hybrid way of learning when we welcome you all back. And then you'll have another forum, like a revision class, available online when you're studying. And as I mentioned, there are things in place at the moment. You'll have to keep in touch with Home Affairs, but there's extended working hours for students. And we have lots of awards, international awards and welcome awards from the university to welcome the students back. So those are things that will continue over the next couple of semesters until we get back to normal. But yeah, there's a whole website on what we are doing, and I will share that with Maxine at UWA with regard to safety.
Fantastic, thank you. And then our last question, are you kindly able to confirm, Mary, that the prices that were displayed through your presentation, those are international prices, correct?
Yes, those are international prices, but I did notice, sorry, because we've just, I think last week, got the 2022-23 international guide, and I haven't adapted the prices, so there may be some little price tweaking, but I have shared with Maxine, or I can send it again, the guide.
Updated
from page 35 of the guide, which is a combined UG and PG guide. There's just one, not two anymore. So from page 35 are all of the courses with the details, and each one of them have the tuition fee for every program.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Clement, are you able to kindly email info@global-education, and then we will send you the updated pricing list. Mary, on behalf of Global Education, we thank you for your time. I know it's afternoon in your part of the world. We are just getting started on our day. We would like to
Yes.
thank you for your time. We are extremely honored to work with UWA. It's a fantastic institution. Our Zimbabwean and South African students rave about it all the time. So we really thank you for your time. We thank the students that were here today. If you have any questions, please reach us over at Global Education. We have many staff members that are happy to assist.
Thank you, Maxine. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you to Global, and thank you for your ongoing support for UWA. And I will get back to you with the HDR flyer. I will get back to you also about the qualifications queried and the link to our COVID responses from UWA as a university, and finally with the International Guide 2022 and all of the pricing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful day further.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.